Today we'll be explaining the Xenomorph life cycle, and it starts with chemical A0-3959X.91-15, which was made by the engineers and is the start of the whole thing. First seen in Prometheus, released in 2012. It was a pathogen and a bioweapon stored in steatite ampules, which is, yeah. And when it's added to an engineer, it will kill the engineer, as seen in Prometheus and Alien Covenant. When it's added to a human, it will, well, kill the human and turn it into a zombie guy. Yeah, my voice is probably ahead of the video, don't worry about that. But, yeah, because I'm just writing everything out first. Yeah. So when it's added to a human, it will kill them and turn them into a zombie guy. Yep, there's me waving my hand like an idiot. And yeah, now I finally write that the engineer dies. Now it starts to actually get to the real thing. Okay, yeah, and the human dies and gets turned into a zombie guy, which was seen in Prometheus. And, yep, there's me gesturing with my hand again. I love doing that, don't I? And yes. And yes, when the goo, as it's more easily known as, gets added to a native worm species of LV-223, it turns them into a hammerpede. There's me tapping the paper like a stupid prick. And when it gets added to a human sperm, it turns it into a trilobite, which when a trilobite impregnates an engineer, it produces a deacon, which will burst out of the engineer's body with the back of its very, very sharp head. Also seen in Prometheus. There's me doing more hand gestures. It's also added to a fungus or plant species, which will turn it into an egg sac on Planet 4 in Alien Covenant. The egg sac, when disturbed, will release motes, which will interact with the human host to create a bloodburster. And they are vicious, as seen when it killed Corrine Oram. And the bloodburster will, just like the chestburster, will grow to a neomorph. Well, just this chestburster will grow to a xenomorph, and the bloodburster will grow into a neomorph. Fun fact, before we knew they were called bloodbursters, the one that burst out of the back was referred to by fans as the backburster, and the one that burst out of the mouth was referred to by fans as the mouthburster. And now when it's added to Shaw's eggs for David's experiments, it will, well, turn it into an ovomorph, as seen in Alien Covenant, which will release a facehugger. Now the facehugger can be impregnate multiple things, which is why I've done 5 plus signs. On one of them, you know, when I write it, here we go. If it impregnates a, oh yes, I'm writing them all first. Yeah, sorry about this. Yeah. When it impregnates a dog, it will produce a chest burster, like every other xenomorph, which will become a runner because it was from a dog, which was seen in Alien 3 on Fiorina Fury 161. Correct me if I'm wrong there. When it impregnates a bull, it will produce a chest burster which will become a bull alien. That was in a comic. Same with a rhino, it will produce a chest burster which will become a rhino alien. Very imaginative names here. When it impregnates a yautja, or predator as they're better known, it will produce like a it will produce a chest burster, which will become a Predalien, as seen in Alien vs Predator and Aliens vs Predator Requiem. And there's me doing more hand gestures. I love the hand gestures, don't I? That's me correcting the D. And when a facehugger impregnates an engineer, it will produce a chest burster, like normal. And this chest burster will become a jockey xenomorph, named after the fact that engineers, before they were known as engineers, were referred to as space jockeys. Jockey xenomorphs are also known as ultramorphs. And here's where it starts to get quite complicated. When a facehugger impregnates a human, it will produce a chest burster. Ignore the fact that I put drone. I do put chest burster in between drone and human after I write down Praetorian. It will produce a chest burster, which will become a drone, which will become a warrior, which will become a Praetorian. And here is where I realised that I didn't put chest burster down. Yep, got that, okay. In chest burster will become a drone, yep. And under certain circumstances, this has only been seen in a comic, a chest burster became what's called a body burster, which is basically a xenomorph-sized chest burster that didn't become a drone. However, its existence in the actual alien universe is questioned, and it might not actually exist. That's why I'm writing down canonicity questioned. If you don't know what canon means, search that up. Okay. Now let's wait for me to write stuff, and here I am doing more hand gestures. Okay, here we go. And the Praetorian, if there's no queen present, will become a queen to lead a hive. Queen was first seen in Aliens on Acheron, LV426. However, if there is a queen present, the Praetorian can either stay a queen, or it can become a carrier or a ravager, which was seen in Aliens vs Predator Extinction, which was a real-time strategy game in 2003. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong about the year that was released as well. Now, a ravager will become a colossal ravager, which was also in AVP Extinction. Now, this seems to be alright at the moment, but you're probably wondering, why haven't you written down queens lay ovomorphs or eggs? Well, guess what? I am. However, as many people probably don't know, they can actually release 3 different kinds of facehuggers. The royal facehugger, the normal facehugger, and the Praetorian facehugger. I'm sure you can guess what the Praetorian facehugger and the royal facehugger do. No. Yes. Here I am writing them all down, and this may get quite complicated quite quickly, so I will hopefully be able to explain this. Now, if if there's no empress present, the queen will become an empress. Empresses can also lay ovomorphs, which makes this a tiny bit more complicated, but still manageable. Now, and when a Praetorian facehugger impregnates a human, it will produce a Praetorian chest burster that will kill the human, come out, and become a Praetorian, which puts, as you can see, after I put the arrow down and cross out the other human to make it look like it doesn't say chest burster human. Yeah, after I put down this arrow here, you can see that it makes a loop. However, then there's the other 2 kinds of facehugger. The normal facehugger, when it impregnates a human, will produce a chest burster a normal one, that will become a drone, which, as you can see, also creates a second loop. However, there's still one more kind of facehugger to go over in this. If all the arrows and the lines and stuff, if you, can't get past that, then, then I don't really think this is the video for you, because I don't really think it can be made to not overlap. Our royal facehugger has 2 embryos inside it, which means it impregnates 2 humans. One with it will produce a normal chestburster, and one which will become a drone, which acts as a bodyguard, which will act as a bodyguard for the queen chestburster, which will be put in the first human it will impregnate, because the drone will be put in the second, and the queen chestburster will then become a queen, and that drone will be the bodyguard for the queen. Now, you'd probably hope this was the end of the life cycle. It's not. And there is actually one detail I forget to put in the this little video of me doing. But yeah, that's me saying if there's an empress present, it will stay a queen. Fixing the plus sign, and here I am about to. Come on. Here we go. If there's a queen mother present, the empress can either stay an empress or become a war empress that can also lay ovomorphs. Yeah, that's why I said this will get a bit more complicated. And if there's no queen mother present, then the empress will just become a queen mother, which, oh my goodness, can also lay ovomorphs. And here I am, just doing more hand gestures, like saying, oh yeah, this is what happens. Yeah, more hand gestures. Love the hand gestures. And there's me tapping the paper and doing more hand gestures. Yes, and there's me waving goodbye, but it looks wrong. Okay, now there's also a little detail I forgot to put in that, which was the newborn from Alien Resurrection, which, when the queen is given human DNA, it will produce a newborn, which in Alien Resurrection, it just killed the queen. Yeah, just killed the queen, the cloned queen. Yeah. And then the USM Origo got destroyed when it crashed to Earth. Okay, I hope you liked the video. That is my voice reveal. If you don't like it, just say so in the comments. Comments. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, that kind of stuff. The normal stuff, the biggie.